Hey, you. Yes, you. Just being transparent. Lately, I've been feeling a bit like spiritually discouraged in a way. Sometimes for me, in those moments of, receiving downloads to where I do these hey yous and I'm encouraging others, and I'm loving every minute of it. Sometimes it gets a little quiet, and I'm wondering, like, okay, I know he's not forgotten about me. I know that he's still working. God is still working in the silence. And I know that he is preparing me for the next steps that he needs me to do in life. But sometimes when it gets quiet, the outside noise can get a little noisy to where sometimes it's hard for me to even sit down and get in the word. So yesterday I was sitting there and I was reading. Well, not reading, but I was just writing, how do I quiet the noise? Am I not content enough? Is there covetousness in the way? And as I'm writing, I thought about Psalm 139, the one that asks God to, search your heart. You're inviting him to come in and find those things that might be in the way. But it wasn't more so just verse 23 and 24. But I needed to read the entire chapter, but specifically verse 1 to 18. And it was the encouragement that I needed. Sometimes, even in your spiritual walk, as you're moving forward, a lot of things that we pick up in life can become a little heavy for us. And it's almost like, your computer or an electronical device. When it starts running slow, you kind of got to go through to clean up. And I feel like in our spiritual lives, sometimes we need to go to God and ask him to clean up those things that might be in the way. And sometimes it's going to be things that we're comfortable in, that we find pleasure in, that we enjoy, that God is going to remove out of our lives. The thing is, do you trust his plan over your life to prune those things out so that you can move forward? Today is an awesome day. God has allowed me to see another year of life. And I'm grateful that each and every one of you, I'm able to touch some way, shape, or form. I pray that it's positivity. I pray that even in the midst of agreeing to disagree, there's still love. There's still respect for one another. And I'm just grateful today that I'm able to share and continue to uplift not only God, but to the people who need to hear it. That's all I had. Y'all have a blessed day.